Welcome to the High River District Healthcare Foundation. My name is Jody, and in our healthcare conversation of the month, we are so excited to be joined by two of our special appointed ambassadors of our cattle and grain roundup. And they're also two very dynamic women in the agriculture industry. Please welcome Whitney Greig and Sears to hang out with us today. Ladies, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us, Jody.
We know spring is a busy time of year in your industry, so we know that you're carving out a little bit to just sort of hang out with us today. But our March theme for our Women's Health Initiative for this year is to highlight women in agriculture. And we thought, well, why better not than get a couple of our ambassadors to join us and have that conversation. So maybe we could start off, whichever one of you wants to talk first, or if you want to share that kind of story, because I know your family, but what is sort of your involvement? If people aren't familiar with the two of you, what do you guys do in the agriculture industry?
Well, I grew up in a feedlot my whole life. So we fed cattle. And right now in my life, we own a feed store, farm and feed store here in Nanton called Cattleman's Corner. So we kind of transitioned from feeding cattle to retail. So it was quite a big jump for us, but that's kind of growing up on the farm was my involvement all through my life. And then now we're doing kind of the opposite of helping people with their cattle and horse nutrition. That's kind of.
Yeah, so our family, I'm fourth generation in the farming and ranching industry. Whitney is fifth generation. My grandmother was a pioneer in women in agriculture in that she participated, actually actively worked on farm, whereas and back in her day, most women were just in the house type of thing. So we go back a long ways, and as Whitney said, we operated a feedlot for 30 years, and then we've downsized now to just a ranch west with some cows and calves. And
I don't know if it's their internet or mine, but that's the fun part about rural internet. We'll see if it unfreezes again. Not sure if it's mine or theirs, but check online. Feel free to post in the comments if you can hear one or the other of us. Oh, see, they jumped out and they will probably circle back in. So bear with us. This is the fun part of having a live conversation, is we never know how it will really play out and what that will look like. And hopefully the ladies will click back in. But I loved really in that moment how Joe says, oh, we downsized and now we just have a ranch with cattle and a complete business and all of those elements. So we're just going to wait for the ladies to pop back into the link, and hopefully they'll be back with us. They were having a bit of internet issue before we went live this morning, so that happens sometimes too. But if you're hanging out with us in the interim while we wait for them to rejoin us, feel free to say hi in the comments and let us know. We know that, again, this video will be up afterwards, so if you are catching the replay of this video, feel free to join in the conversation. We're talking today about women in agriculture as we celebrate women's health initiatives in rural foothills. And hopefully they will come soon so I don't have to keep stalling for you. Or if we have to start over, that's the fun part. Be like, are they coming? So be like, hey, Kathy, maybe you should jump on and talk to me while we wait for them. I don't even know if she's watching, but that would be ideal right about now. Anyway, yeah. It's the fun part. They are maybe coming back in. Maybe we will start over. Okay. Well, with not knowing how long it will take for them to jump back in, perhaps we will end this broadcast and we will come back with Joe and Whitney in just a few minutes. So hang tight.